Emil, one deadlift away from the world title. Emil, ever so close to being the king of the 93s, has another opportunity here today as Gustav Hedlund returns, and Emil's looking to make a statement and right that wrong. As Emil Krastev, speaking of battles, 295, a rematch once again with Gustav Hedlund. These two gentlemen, arch rivals.
Oh, wow. It's easy.
Word, I agree. Three white lights.
Good lift.
And here he comes, the returning Sheffield champion, the returning world champion.
And what a year he had in 2024. Can he kick it up again in 25? That's great. That's absolutely fantastic. He's in good shape. He's going to be adding tons of kilos there.
As Emil Krastev walks onto the platform, 310 kilos for Emil. Also a 15-kilo jump.
Emil's a great all-rounder. Of course, he's got a big bench. And we know he can fight at the front. He was so close to winning in Lithuania.
2-1 for Emil, and he goes 2 for 2 on the Sheffield platform. Gustav Hedlund, 325.
And he's looking in good shape. He's had a great year. His training's going well. His opening squats looked really easy.
That moves smooth, Joe.
I'm just going to wait for the referee for 3 white lights.
Emil Krastev, 317.5. Emil has previously hit 312.5, a personal best for Emil. And if you remember, back at the World Championships in Lithuania, pacing himself to win the world title, had the world title in hands right up to the final deadlift. Just that lockout, missed it. If he hits this, looking like he's pacing even greater than that total. Might he upset the reigning world champion, Gustav Hedlund?
Maybe so, popping up above 900 kilos.
3 for 3. And Emil threatening Gustav Hedlund.
Well, unless Gustav has to get his squat now, because otherwise Emil's gone past.
Gustav Hedlund, 335, 10-kilo jump. The reigning Sheffield champion, reigning 93-kilo world champion. We said Emil went 3 for 3. You know the pacing on Emil, right on Gustav's heels. Everyone expects Gustav to be ahead on the squat, but every kilo's gonna count. He needs this extra 10 kilos if he's gonna emerge as the king of the 93s after today. Emil's hitting personal best. Gustav needs to as well.
And he is.
Answering the challenge here at Sheffield.
That's a great place to do a 7.5 kilo squat PB.
In a battle of the 93s, living up to the hype, neck and neck, 3 for 3. Emil Krastev is hot on his heels.
He's got a big bench.
2024 was the year's Gustav, and his emergence, might it be the emergence for Emil Krastev in the 93s? Gustav Hedlund, 205, the returning Sheffield champion and the reigning 93-kilo world champion. He's being pressed by Emil.
Oh, super easy. Super easy. We might see a 220 from him.
227.5 for his opener. At the World Championships, opened with 225 and finished just an inch away from the world title. He's opening bigger than that today. He's applying pressure on Gustav. It's Gustav Hedlund ready to approach 215.
This is his top weight at the last Sheffield.
This is a big bench for Gustav, and previously had some issues upper body going into the World Championships, he told me. 215 will give an indication if those have cleared up.
Looks like they have.
So far, neither one of these men have missed. 235 for Emil Krastev of Bulgaria. 237.5 was his previous personal best.
I think he's been into the 240s in training though.
Toe to toe in the 93-kilo class. Neither one of them missing.
Yeah, Emil 2.5 kilos ahead at this point.
Gustav Hedlund, 220 kilos, and Gustav is going to need these 5 kilos, as you see right behind him, Emil, figuratively and literally. He needs it, Joe.
And he's got it.
And it's there. In a battle of the 93s, the returning champion is not blinking, and he's hyped.
And he bounces that pressure straight back at Emil now. I've done mine, you get out there and you do your 240.
The ball has been volleyed back over the net into Emil's side. He's got to cover some ground. Emil needs this to keep the pressure and force Gustav to load up more than he can handle on the deadlift.
And no, so it's neck and neck again.
It's still neck and neck. It's still anybody's battle. And Gustav pulls ahead in the squat event. And Emil gaining ground in the bench press. All this to be expected. It's going to come down to the final deadlift, just like it did at the World Championships. Emil Krastev, 335.
And it really is nip and tuck with the 93 kilo lifters.
And you see the battle of the 93s ever so close between Gustav Hedlund and Emil. Once they hit their openers, just 2.5 kilos separate them. Smooth opener for Emil.
Nice and easy, gives him somewhere to move up to.
As Gustav Hedlund takes 335 and looks to answer. A little bit surprised, Emil and Gustav opening the exact same. Historically speaking, Gustav's got a bigger deadlift. Again, it's not where you start, it's where you end. Gustav looking to pull ahead, and he does right there by 2.5 kilos, and likely pace himself to maintain that lead right to the finish line if everything goes to script for the Swedes.
I think out of the two of them, Gustav's was the easier, was the faster.
Yeah. Emil Krastev, 355. This will give him 907.5. The world record as it stands coming into the event, 901 by Gavin Aiden. It'll move him into the top 5 overall.
That was a nice pull. You better believe he's been doing some grip work.
You know what?
Oh, wow.
I was hesitant to say anything, Joe, because the lockout to me also, look, it's a 20 kilo jump.
Yeah, I made a mistake of looking away from the screen and watching the stage all the way out there, and it looked fine from a distance.
As Gustav attempts 355, bar stays the same. Gustav, should he hit this, moving into the top 3. That was a lot smoother. And Gustav enjoying his good work. 362.5 for Emil Krastev.
So this isn't the deadlift record, this is the total record. We've had a change. It's going to be Gustav.
360, this will give him a 915 total. 901 was the world record coming into the event. First,
9 for 9 for Gustav Hedlund.
And first to hit the percentage for the total, that is the world record, 365 for Emil Krastev. And that is why Emil has to go over the world record, which Gustav just set at 915.
This is a big ask for Emil, but why not have a go? Why not give it a try?
Oh, it's a huge pull, but does he get the shoulders back, Joe? Leaning.
I think he got there in the end.
Oh, 2-1 it is.
2-1 is good enough. That is a good lift and a new world record for Emil
Krastev nudges past Gustav Hedlund in the battle of the 93s. Nudging past his arch rival Gustav Hedlund in the battle of the 93s and clinching that second place finish here at Sheffield.